Be fast, but don't rush. Hello there, I'm Alex and welcome to Sinspiration, the only place where I inspire you to develop a growth mindset. In Cantonese, there's this phrase, 要快但唔好急. In English, it means be fast, but don't rush. And recently I realized that this very simple phrase is actually applicable to many aspects of our lives. There's a lot to be learned about this phrase with regards to physical training, learning, work, and relationships. Let me dive into these. Most people do some form of exercise. Running, weightlifting, sports, climbing, hiking. Whether it's for leisure, training, or preparing for a competition, our bodies need time to adjust to the physical stress that is going through. Running is a great example. Let's say that you're preparing for your next 5K, 10K, or even marathon. If you've trained for running before, you'll know that it's not about going as fast as you can for as long as you can until your body just breaks down. In fact, doing so may lead to injuries, including muscle cramps and sprains. Your body needs to steadily ramp up and adjust to the physical stress it's going through. To run fast, you can't rush your training. Likewise, for weightlifting, hiking, and climbing, it takes time to build up that physical strength and endurance. In sports, being fast without rushing applies to strategy in an actual game. For example, I play tennis and volleyball, and when I'm on the court and as the ball's coming back to me, I only have a few seconds to decide what type of shot am I gonna hit and where I'm going to place the ball. And this is very important because depending on what I do, it might either give me the advantage or give my opponent the advantage. If I make a shot but I open up the court, my opponent is going to easily hit a winner on me. Or if I hit the ball high and close to the net, they might hit it back really hard back at me and force me to make an error and lose the point. For sports, be fast but don't rush applies to these decisions. A friend once told me you have a lot more time than you think. Some people can learn things very, very quickly, whether it's through reading, doing, or just listening to a teacher. But no matter what, it does take time to truly master and understand all of the knowledge and skills that are being taught. In school, whether you're studying math, sciences, history, English, a foreign language, we've all been there. Cramming can only help so much. You can memorize all the equations, but if you don't understand the fundamental concepts, the context, or how to apply them, you won't be able to do well on the exams. True learning involves understanding the fundamentals and concepts from the ground up. The why and how are just as important as the what. In addition to knowledge, people may have to learn how to do tasks correctly. For chores or mundane tasks, the impact will be minimal if we don't do them correctly. We can fix those easily. However, if it's something more crucial that involves finances or lives are at stake, then it's super crucial that things are done properly and correctly. Learn quickly, but don't rush to get the maximum accuracy and correctness. Doing things quickly without rushing also applies to work. We want to maximize our productivity and get our jobs done well, but we also want to get raises, get promotions, or even just leave an impact on the organization we work for. In some cases, you might be the leader and you have to ensure that your team delivers based on the deadlines. For business owners and startup founders, there's a lot of pressure on them because if they do not deliver on time, then they're not going to get enough revenue to keep the business afloat, or they might not get new funding, and the entire business is at stake. Cutting corners can be disastrous. It can lead to product failures, unhappy customers, lawsuits, tarnishing your reputation, and in the worst case, bankruptcy, the end of your business or company. In a dynamic work environment, while it is important to move quickly and be productive, to drive revenue, to ship your products and services, it's just as important to not rush through the process. Defective products can be a huge liability. It is so much harder and more expensive to fix a problem during production than before. Imagine if you already have an assembly line creating your product. If something goes wrong, you have to stop this process altogether, work with the people to find and fix that problem before you can restart the whole process. Maybe even have to modify that process. This can cost you millions or billions more dollars depending on the scale. It also can affect your trust and loyalty of your customers, which in the end will affect the revenue of your company or business. If human lives were at stake, then that is going to be much, much worse. The time, money, and credibility lost when rushing through shipping a product or service is not worth it. Be fast to hit the market, but ensure high quality and low risk. The last topic is relationships. I've been told that it's better to go too slow than to go too fast. It takes time to get to know someone. Think about how many years did it take for you to become friends with someone before they became your best friend. Ultimately, it's building trust and having alignment in your goals and values. I know there's so much excitement when you're meeting someone new that you're interested in. However, it also blinds us from making certain decisions and having good judgment because we're starting to act emotionally. Take the time to fully get to know someone before making any commitments. But going too slow will also kill your dating life. If you don't take certain actions to indicate your interest, the momentum slows, the interest levels fade, and your opportunity will pass. So when it comes to relationships, move fast enough so that you're maintaining the interest levels while making progress. But don't rush through the process and don't make any rash decisions to turn off the other person or, in the worst case, end up with the wrong person, because that you will regret. 要快但唔好急. Be fast, but don't rush. This phrase is applicable to almost everything we do in our lives. We do have to hustle to do things as fast as we can with the time that we're given, but it's just as important to do them right so that we don't hurt ourselves or others. Another thing you can be quick about is to hit that like button and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with new videos, and check out my page for more content on how to grow your mindset. You've been inspired today. Be fast, but don't rush. Enjoy life and the process.